I understand that these are controversial topics, right? But the thing is you got to think about dating in the modern marketplace. We can't even decide on what women are, right? Like, can't even decide on what women are. The battle of the sexes when it comes to how you adjust for a partner or something like this, it seems like it's a pretty pertinent question in modernity. You know, to be like, well, I have dating preferences and things like this, you know, but if you just kind of signal that men can be women, right? I think that it would make a lot of men very uncomfortable that women hold that view. I think it would necessarily. So I think that these are pretty pertinent to the dating questions, and for some reason people get really offended by this, even though you guys had the most degenerate talk possible just 2 hours ago. It's the most degenerate shit, talking about orgasms and this and that. But suddenly it's brought up whether or not, oh, can you go suck your girlfriend's dick? Is that straight? And suddenly it's like, oh, how could he say such a thing? It's like, where's the consistency here? You talk about every degenerate thing on planet Earth, but when we get to the meat, the brass tacks of what even it is we're talking about, suddenly people get offended. I think it's silly. But why not have the combo?
Yeah.
But I have a ton of great questions here. If you guys want to move the topics, I'm fine with it.
Well, I want to stick on it for a little bit, but I'm pretty much almost done. But the two kind of dissenters, the primary dissenters are gone. Although Alex, you were a dissenter on this, and then also
I was a dissenter.
Well, you think that a man dating a transgender, you think it's straight for a man to date a transgender woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I'll engage with you while those other two are gone. So if you see two males nude engaging in intercourse and you don't know their gender identity, would you categorize the sex act as homosexual?
Two males? Well, who am I to tell them who's a male and who's a female?
They both have penises.
Who are you to tell people who murderers are? Who are you to say what a murderer is? Who are you? In fact, who the fuck are you to say anything, I guess?
Period.
You don't hold positions on anything.
Yes.
Like, who are you to tell me what your name is?
No, I'm just not really like a judgmental person.
Into the microphone.
Sorry, I would say I'm just not a judgmental person. I'm very open-minded.
Is that a judgment?
It's
Is
not
that
a judgment.
judgment. Did you just make a judgment about how not judgmental you are? It's pretty judgy of you.
Okay, so
Checkmate? Like, I'm confused.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, so I'll ask the question again. You see two males who are nude engaging in intercourse. You don't know their gender identity. Would you categorize the sex act as homosexual?
Sure, if I don't know any context.
Yeah, you don't know their gender identity.
But if somebody...
But
between
wait, hold on.
Why do I always get cut
Just
off?
hold on, because I'm adding some detail. Hold on. Host here. Host privileges. So, not knowing the context, you would categorize it in that way, correct?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. And so, if during that act that you had initially categorized as homosexual, if one of them shouted out and said, "Yo, Alex, BTW, I identify as a woman," would you then instantly change the categorization to heterosexual?
For me personally, yes.
Interesting how that works. Here's another question, though. So, how do I want to frame this? How do you define heterosexuality?
A male and a female gender-wise? Or heterosexuality?
Heterosexuality,
Yeah, a male and a female. How people identify as their genders.
Right. So, but just to be clear, like, is a transgender woman female?
In my eyes, yes.
Wait, hold on. So for the sake of the conversation, I'm gonna go ahead and grant these girls over here. Oh, you're fucking what's that stuff they get on their hands or whatever? Not the tattoos. Henna. Yeah. Oh my God. So,
Henna?
that's great. So. I'm trying to recall where I was at here. Can you guys not do the little sidebar thing that you guys are doing? So I'm trying to, can somebody jumpstart me a little bit? What was I just saying? Something about...
You were, but she made a miscategorization between gender and sex.
Yeah. So is a transgender woman female?
Yes.
Okay, so granting, I'm going to go ahead and grant.
Sex-wise, no.
Yeah,
Gender-wise, yes.
female is not gender. There's
Gender would be man, woman.
there's
distinction,
man,
sex, male,
woman,
female.
man,
Okay.
woman, gender, sex, female, male.
Okay.
So are transgender women female?
Okay, wait, hold on. Which one is sex and which one is gender?
Male, female.
Are you intentionally
Sex.
being obtuse? Or?
No,
We already just said
because
it.
we're okay. Whatever.
Okay,
I
sex-
believe that.
Here, I'll explain it to you. Sex, male, female, gender, man, woman.
Okay, I believe that a trans woman is a woman.
Yeah, are they female though?
By their sex, no.
Okay, thank you.
But I said that from the beginning that their
Right. So
chromosomes are
Well,
different
you-
technically.
Well, we understand, but when you were restating it, you're using the category to say, in my eyes, trans women are female,
Okay,
which is
sure.
giving us the sex category. So Brian was
Yeah.
confused.
Thank you
obviously,
for
confused
clarifying because I was also confused.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to kind of remember here, like whose positions were what. Do you think that a transgender woman is female?
No, a transgender woman is a man.
I think they're female.
You think they're female? Okay. Do you think transgender women are female?
Oh, yes.
Do you think transgender women are female?
No.
Okay. Just can you explain to me how transgender women are female?
I actually rather not speak on that at the moment.
You is this what you guys
I'm just like slightly uncomfortable and I just don't
you're
like
you're
it's just
uncomfortable
a
with?
really big topic and there's a lot of people watching and
You could talk about orgasms and dildos and everything else in this audience for like
Yeah.
to this
Well,
audience
this-
for two hours ago, but suddenly we bring up a
Did I
legitimate
ever
social
talk
issue
about an
with- hang on,
orgasm?
which affects calm down, which affects dating, and now suddenly you're like, oh my God, there's no possible way for me to engage in this topic because somebody might see it and
Hey.
it might hurt their feelings.
Can we get people like back at the table if y'all are done like using the bathroom and all that? Okay. I guess where I'm confused is like people. So to you, you think a transgender woman is a female. I'm prepared for the sake of the conversation. I'll go ahead and grant that transgender women are women. It's not my actual position, but I'll just grant it. But like sex is a much higher standard than gender. So you think transgender women are female? How do you come to that conclusion? Like, have they changed their chromosomes? Were they?
I mean, I feel like if you had the surgery, then it would make sense. Like, yes, they are female. Cause like, I mean, if you get a boob job and you don't have boobs, are they still boobs? Like,
Wait,
yes.
what?
Like,
So I would say that you mean like if a male gets breast implants,
No,
are they
no,
the
like-
same as like female breasts? No.
Because you weren't born with it and then you have them.
Yeah.
Does it mean that they are
Yeah,
still
like
visible
if you-
boobs?
But I were
natu-
to get huge boobs
like-
right now. Are they boobs still?
He's saying
Like, if I had
saying
fake boobs
chromosomes
and a-
versus gender.
Your breasts are your boob is still there. Is it the same as having like if you get double D's through implants? Is it the same as natural double D's? No.
No.
Like would you?
well, no,
do you-
but they're still boobs.
That's facts, isn't it? It's facts.
yeah,
they're
that
not.
doesn't
Yes.
that doesn't map on.
Yeah. Actually, this would make Brian's point. You're absolutely right. Right? They would still be breasts. And those people would still be male.
I think
No,
the-
like those
So even if
people.
they got fake breasts, they would still be male.
No, not
Fake
if they
breasts.
get boobs. If they like get the sex change
You can't
into
change
a
your
coochie.
sex.
So then
Yes, you
tell me
can.
this.
You're still always
No.
going
surgery?
to be
Let
born
me
a
just ask you
man.
this. We'll just
That's-
see if this actually tracks logically
Okay.
at all. Okay, so you have trans people who get a bottom surgery, have penis removed, and then have a neo-vagina put in. You guys agree that this is a fact. This does happen, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay? And you would consider that to now be a female, right?
I
Yeah.
would.
Yes.
Now, let's say that a guy was driving down the street, a man, okay, and he got in a terrible car accident. He flew out the windshield, and it cut off his, right, and slashed perfectly a neo-vagina into him. Now, this just happens a freak accident, but freak things happen all the time. Why is that guy now not a female?
Because he doesn't identify as a woman. I feel
Right,
like that's
so
simple.
so then the identification
It's
of
up to
woman,
person to person.
the gender is what we're talking about, but you can't change the sex, can you?
Yeah, I agree
You
with that.
cannot change your chromosomes scientifically. That is
Yeah.
already been gone over.
Wait, so just going around the table on this, I think we asked, are transgender women female?
Yeah. If they identify as female, then they're.
You can't. but
Clarify for her really
Scientifically,
quick.
no.
Sorry.
Yeah, wait, hold
They're
on. Are we
not.
talking
I'm talking about
like,
sex.
Oh.
Female, male pertains to sex.
Biologically speaking, no.
Okay. And then hold on. There's two chats that are coming through. This one's for you.
Dean Withers donated $199.
Definitely not Dean.
Chair number 4, you are pursuing an obscene and cannot have a consistent view. You are failing your future women patients.
Where is my view inconsistent?
I do have a question on the OBGYN thing. If a male came to see you once you become an OBGYN and they're like, hey, I think my period is coming, what would you tell them?
So that would never happen because I'm going into birth work. So they would have to be pregnant.
Okay, can a male become pregnant?
Are we talking about like if they've gone between like female to male transition?
You
and
can't
they
transition your sex, but can a male become pregnant?
Biologically speaking, no.
So, okay.
So where are my views not being consistent? I want to know that.
Well, I'm just curious though, if a transgender woman who's male came to see you and was like, I think I'm pregnant,
I would
What-
explain to them that that is scientifically not possible, unfortunately, yet.
Okay.
okay,
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
I'll show you where
I'll
I'll
stand
show
on
you
that.
where your view. I think we've untangled this, and I actually will show you where your view's inconsistent, right? And I'll do it with a single question: can a white person change their race if they identify as being a black person?
Race and gender expression are two completely different topics.
Aren't they both immutable?
Race and gender are completely incomparable.
Are they immutable?
Pardon?
Is your sexual expression an immutable characteristic? Part of you.
I'm not understanding your question, but sure. I have no idea.
Can you? So you're
Dumb it down
born
for me
this
here.
way. You're born with it. You're born this way. You can't change it, right?
Like I said, there are tales as old as time of people transitioning. I think that that is kind of absurd to compare that to race.
I'm just at. Why can't you change your race?
Take that up with people who want to change their race. Why don't you?
What if
interview them?
I'm just asking for consistency. If you're a white person, why can't you identify as being a black person and be able to use the N word and be able to do
Probably
all of the
because of the
things?
discrimination
Why
that
can't you?
black
Why
people have
can't you
gone
participate in activities related to that community, just like men are trying to do with women? Why not?